Good morning, everyone. So what you need today is you just need something to write with and something to write on. We're going to get into a couple problems and then move on with the activities for today. So here are your two problems I want you to do right now. Go ahead, pause the video and solve them. Make sure you're showing your strategy, and when you're done both of them, hit play. So first problem we're going to look at is 2 2/3 times 4/5, and I've already solved it for you. And I made 2 2/3 equal to 6/3 times 4/5, and you get 24/15, which we can then turn into 1 9/15. Now, hopefully, an alarm is going off in your head, and you realize, Mr. Rupar, you didn't do this right. This is incorrect. We need 2 2/3. This 6/3, that's equal to the 2 wholes, but we need to tack on the 2 extra thirds. So this should say 8/3 times 4/5. And you end up with 32/15, which would be equal to 2 wholes and 2/15. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every strategy because I want to keep this video short. I want you guys to get on to your activities for today. So that's one strategy, right? This is another strategy you could use, right? The box, and here I've done it all, but just going through it real quick, 4/5 times 2 is 8/5. 4/5 times 2/3 is 8/15. Then, and I saw some people do this on their work yesterday, so please be careful with this. You have to add these fractions. You are not multiplying. You should not get 64/75 as your answer here. Okay, you have to add these two fractions together. So you do that by making a common denominator, 24/15. I changed 8/5 into, and then add them together to get 32/15, which is 2 2/15, which is the same answer we have here. All right. Now, if we look at the second one, this time I'm going to go through the box. We have 3 1/4 times 3/6. So do 3 over here, 1/4 here, 3/6 here. 3 times 1/4 is 3/4. 3 times 9 or 3/6 is 9/6. And then we add them to add, right? Or adding together. But you do have to use common denominator in order to do that. And you end up with 54/24. Now, hopefully, you kind of have a face like this on. And you're thinking, what the dirt, Mr. Rupar? You didn't set up this box right. So if we look at how it should be set up, and in fact, I'm going to make a box over this, and I'm going to put it red. Oh. So that we know not to do this, okay? We have to set up our problem. Okay, so actually first, let's talk about why it's wrong. 3 1/4 is part of the same number. So that's got to be on the same side of the box. I can't put my whole number here and my fractions here, and I see some people do this as well. This has to be part of the same number. So this should say 3, and the 3/6 is fine here. And this should say, no, the 3/6 is not fine there. This should say 3. The 1/4 is fine. This should say 3/6, okay? Like we have over here. So now if we look at how it is set up, we have 3/6 on one side because that's alone, right? If we think about that. And then 3 1/4 is broken up on the same side of the box. Okay? So 3 times 3/6 is 9/6. 1/4 times 3/6 is 3/24. And now I can add these together. And I see that I can just turn 9/6 into 36/24, right? I can multiply each of these by 4. and then that'll allow me to add these up real easy. Now, for those of you that did improper fractions, you could have had it, you could have had it set up like this. Okay, move this line out of the way. So 13/4 times 3/6 equals 39/24, which is equal to 1, and 38/24. Now, hopefully you've got this face on again, and you realize that if I take away one group, I'm not left with 38/24. So, while we do that, what we need to make sure we do is we take away 24/24. And then you are left with 15/24. Remember, I like to circle this hole. Make sure I've taken away a hole. So I end up with 1 and 15/24. Okay? So, your activity today is you have an activity sheet to do. Okay? And then I also put this really cool challenge on. It doesn't really have anything to do with math or science or anything, but I saw it and I thought you guys might have some fun with it, and I'm really excited to see how you guys do with it. Please also remember that office hours today are from 1 to 2. Okay? Please come if you have questions. If you're realizing, hey, I'm doing this strategy wrong, I need some help with it. Okay? If you're looking at the word problems and something's not clicking for you, please come. I'm here to help. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.